The mystery surrounding Faith Fraser has been one of the most heartbreaking and debated storylines in Outlander for years. Ever since Season 2, when Claire Fraser gave birth in Paris and was told her baby had died shortly after birth, fans have wondered if that tragic moment was truly the end of Faith's story. Now, with Outlander Season 8 revisiting the past and introducing new clues, the show is finally shedding more light on what really happened. To understand why this mystery is so important, we have to go back to Season 2. During the events in France, Claire suffered a traumatic pregnancy after being imprisoned and physically assaulted. The stress and injuries led to premature labor, and when she gave birth, the child, Faith, was said to be stillborn. Claire was devastated, and Jamie mourned a daughter he never had the chance to know. For both of them, Faith's death became one of the most painful losses of their lives. However, the circumstances around Faith's death were always surrounded by uncertainty. Claire was extremely weak and ill at the time, meaning she did not witness everything that happened after the birth. The situation was largely handled by others, including the nuns at the hospital and Mother Hildegard, who cared for Claire afterward. Because of Claire's fragile condition, much of the truth about that day was filtered through what she was told rather than what she personally saw. For years, the story appeared straightforward. Faith Fraser died shortly after birth and was buried in Paris. But as the later seasons unfolded, subtle hints began to suggest there might be more to the story. In a series built around time travel and hidden histories, the idea that Faith's fate might not be fully understood has always lingered in the background. Season 8 revisits this possibility by exploring long-standing questions about the timeline and the people who were present at the hospital. One of the key ideas raised in the final season is that Claire never actually saw Faith after the birth. Because she was unconscious and gravely ill, the baby's fate was reported to her secondhand. This has led some characters and many viewers to wonder if something unexpected could have happened in those missing moments. The show carefully presents the emotional complexity of this revelation. For Claire, even considering the possibility that Faith might have survived is almost overwhelming. On one hand, it offers a glimmer of hope that the daughter she mourned for decades might have lived. On the other hand, it raises painful questions about what that would mean. If Faith had survived, Claire and Jamie would have missed her entire life. Another important element of the Season 8 storyline involves the appearance of a young girl named Fanny Pocock. Her presence begins to spark speculation that she may somehow be connected to Faith's lost story. Certain physical traits and emotional reactions trigger memories for Claire, and even Jamie Fraser begins to sense that there might be a deeper connection between their family and the girl. While the series stops short of providing an immediate, definitive answer, the clues strongly suggest that Faith's story may not have ended in the way Claire was told. Instead, the show hints that the truth might involve secrets kept by people who believed they were acting in Claire's best interest at the time. If Faith did survive in some form, perhaps raised under a different identity or protected by those who feared for her safety, it would completely reshape the Fraser family history. It would mean that the line Jamie and Claire thought ended with tragedy actually continued in secret. But even if the truth turns out to be more symbolic than literal, the storyline still carries enormous emotional significance. Faith represents the grief that shaped Jamie and Claire's relationship during some of their darkest years. Revisiting her story allows the characters to confront that pain again, this time with the wisdom and strength they've gained over the course of the series. For longtime viewers of Outlander, this mystery feels like a long-awaited piece of the puzzle. Faith's death was one of the defining tragedies of the show's early seasons, and bringing that storyline back in the final chapter gives the series a powerful emotional callback to its past. Ultimately, Outlander Season 8 doesn't just reopen an old wound, it reframes it. Whether Faith truly survived or not, the exploration of her story reminds both the characters and the audience how deeply the past continues to shape the present. And in a series where time itself is constantly shifting, the truth about Faith Fraser may be the final secret that connects the Fraser family across generations.